From the News Channel 5 network, this is Real Estate Real Talk with your host, Realtor Christy Wilson. Sponsored by the Wilson Group Real Estate Services.
Dr. Evil. Good morning. Welcome to Real Estate Real Talk, Nashville's only live call-in real estate talk show where you guys can call in with any question you have concerning real estate. Call-in number is 737-7587. My name is Christy Wilson. I'm your host of Real Estate Real Talk. My co-host is Yogi Doer, who is so gracious to join me every other Thursday morning.
Except it didn't feel like an every other this Thursday.
But
we try to keep people on their toes.
That's
and good
right.
morning, wonderful day. It's going to be a good show.
Called Yogi last night and said, hey, guess what? We've got a show in the morning. He's like, really? Didn't know that. And our guest today is someone who is one of my favorite guests that we have on here. He's been on several times, and this is the time of year we'd love to have him on. Mike Ridings with Lawnscape is joining us this morning to talk to us about how to get your home ready for fall. Welcome, Mike.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Need some coffee?
No, I'm good.
You're good. I know you're good.
I've been screaming at people all morning.
Yeah. You get started like way early.
I was going
like
to say, he's already been up for 6 hours
Yeah.
by now.
4 o'clock.
Feeding your chickens and all that stuff.
Normal little farm work and then work
Off
till
to the
dark
races.
every day.
Off to the races. Very good. Well, so today, like I said, we've got lots of talk about landscaping, getting your yard ready, the things you need to think about for fall. But before that, Real Estate Real Talk is sponsored by the Wilson Group Real Estate Services. Please go to our website at wilsongrouprealestate.com. Check out our agents and check out our listings. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, we can help you with all of your real estate needs. We have 27 full-time agents ready, willing, and able to help you buy, sell, or invest. And if you're thinking about investing in real estate, holding on to rental property, we also have a full-service property management division. So we can help you manage that property too, so it becomes the most stress-free investment that you've ever had. Before we get going, let's talk about news you can use. Yogi Doer.
There was a bunch of it yet again. The news keeps on rolling in. Today was announced in Tennessee, and that this year we have created 20,000 new jobs in the Middle Tennessee area. And, I was thinking that's a third of the size of Bowling Green just in a year increase. I mean, we're talking, and more coming. In the last week, some things that were announced. Lock and Bar that makes components for water heaters, etc., for your house. They're expanding yet again, and they've been adding about 25 jobs a year, but that's going to increase a little bit and keep on rolling up. Comprehensive Logistics down in Spring Hill supplies the GM plant, I guess. They announced, let's say, they're going to be creating 200 new jobs with some of their new expansion. And of course, the big one, I think, is probably being announced right now, and that is that Under Armour is coming to Middle Tennessee, and that's 1,000 new jobs right there, and that'll be up in Mount Juliet.
Right.
And their announcement is today. I think I can say that they're coming. Everybody else seems to be saying it, but I believe their announcement's coming right about now. So another big week in Nashville when we have jobs. People move here. These are good jobs, so people are moving here with money. People with money need a place to live. And that brings us right back here to our show and what we're going to talk about. How convenient. But boy, there's so much happening in town now, the hottest real estate market in America right now, and we're right smack dab in the middle of it. So great time to have a great show like this.
This is true. Yep. This is true. And things on Real Estate Real Talk always get a lot of fun when we get some great calls that come in, whether they're calling about real estate, whether they're going to be calling about getting their lawn ready, all kinds of things. So give us a call, 737-7587. So Mike Ridings, tell us about yourself.
It's a busy time of year.
Yeah.
And this has been, real estate's hot right now. This has been one of our best years, and I've been doing this 35 years. I started kind of when I was in high school, just learning, mainly started mowing lawns and went to school at MTSU, got a plant soil science major and a business minor. But this has been a phenomenal year.
Is it because the economy?
Money.
Yeah, because people do feel okay to spend money.
We're doing a lot for y'all. Y'all are tearing down houses and redoing them, and we fix up a lot of houses for not only you but some other agents here in town. And
thank you very much. My rental property was looking really lackluster. I called Mike Ridings, like, Mike, can you help me out? And they look fantastic. I appreciate it.
Fall is for us until the end of November. People start getting in Christmas mode early December. we're as busy now as we are in the spring, because this is the ideal time to change out some of these plants that have either gotten overgrown or stressed from the, we've had a really dry September.
Yeah.
It's third driest on record.
On record,
I think.
right. I'm praying that the rain actually hits today.
The lawns are stressing, and we'll talk later about what to do for your turf, for your grasses, because this is the time of year to grow the fescue grass.
Okay. All right, gotcha.
People like a green lawn.
I like my green lawn. I sure do. You gave me an irrigation man, Alex Yepes, who I love, and I put irrigation in last winter when they had slowed down. I was just telling Yogi, I said, oh my gosh, that was the best investment I've ever made. My yard
all
looks great.
the neighbors say, Christy works so hard, she's never home. How does she have time to make her yard look like that?
Right.
Irrigation it's a great investment.
Yeah.
I mean, because once you spend the money on the plant material and install a lawn, whether you're sodding it or seeding and strawing it, and to keep the lawn healthy, we get these dry summers, and irrigation, I mean, that's just a win-win. Good investment and keeps everything looking good.
Right. Before we go to the commercial break, I sort of wanted to give both of you guys a plug, because not only are you fantastic on TV, on Real Estate Real Talk, but you also have radio shows. So, Mike, tell us about your radio show.
I do a completely different type of show from my business. It's called Hunt Fish Talk Radio. We're on 102.5 FM here in Nashville and the 97.5 in Murfreesboro. Every Saturday morning from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. It's just local hunting and fishing news, stories. I've been blessed with lots and lots of expert guests from all over the country and even across the world. People who have been, a lot of the guys have made fame through TV. There's so many hunting and fishing TV shows now. A lot of these men that we've had on the show have started, like Ducks Unlimited, National Wild Turkey Federation. I've had Jeff Foxworthy on the show, Phil Robertson. I mean, I've had a bunch of really good guests.
Yeah.
And it's been fun. I've been doing it off and on for about 7 years now. We've been on the 102.5, the game station, it'll be 3 years in about 3 weeks now. So we're getting ready to celebrate another year anniversary there.
So are you promoting Lawnscape, your company, on that, or is it primarily just
some? I mean,
more or less
I really
fun?
don't talk about landscaping.
Yeah.
And people say, why don't you do a landscaping radio show? And I'm not going to get up on Saturday morning and go talk about what I do all week long. I want to talk about my hobby, and I teach hunter education. And our big push now through the radio is getting kids involved. I mean, we've got all the gun issues that keep coming up in the news. How guns are unfriendly, and we just try to talk about the positive aspects of being a gun owner, safety, and getting kids involved, whether it's just fishing, hiking. They don't have to be hunters, but just to get them back out.
Get them outside doing stuff. Yeah.
Walking around.
Yeah.
We sponsor a free fishing day event for Boots Donnelly's Backfield in Motion organization, inner city after school education program that he does, and we took about 30 young boys, inner city boys, fishing again this year. This was our third year to do this.
Oh, fun.
And it's been such a blessing to get those kids off the concrete and off the asphalt. And some of them have never held a fishing pole. These are 11 to 15-year-old boys.
Yeah.
And it's just
It's wonderful.
Everything
really
ties
good.
together, and we try to work through, we get some sponsors to help cover costs. And
Sure.
Sure.
Good. Well, then on the other end of the spectrum is Yogi's show on Saturday mornings.
Well, we both do our hobbies,
Yeah,
and I'm a 60s, 70s rock and roll freak, and I just am. And we're on Hippie Radio, 94.5, and the station's 2.5 years old. I arranged for financing the station when it came to town, and saw an opportunity which I exploited. And we talk about it all the time. It's my happy place, and of course we have guests, but they do little different things. So you get to meet the Doobie Brothers and whoever wants to come through the station. And so I would say somebody comes through once or twice a week that way. It's I think it's a great asset to Nashville, and it's locally owned, locally run. Live DJs there all day and night. There's only 2 stations that are really set up that way in Nashville. Most people don't know that. And,
what's the other station?
Radio Lightning is set up that same way.
Of course.
Yep. So, and otherwise, it's a lot of corporate-owned stuff out there, and you don't have as much leeway with things. And so, if you want to know the owner, I'll introduce you to him. He's around.
So that's 6 to 8 in the morning too.
That is 6 to 10 in the morning,
6 to 10.
Saturday mornings. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we get up early for our hobbies, not for the other stuff. I don't want to talk about banking all day on
Yeah,
Saturday.
yeah.
Absolutely not. Nor does anyone want to hear it.
I
so.
don't blame you. I don't blame you. Well, good. Well, thank you both for being here this morning. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back to Real Estate Real Talk, we'll jump into the conversation with Mike Ridings on getting your lawn ready for fall and winter.